Hi, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Liv.
And this is the Mach-E vlog. We are going to do this video today about how we sold our old Mach-E Lucifer and traded it in / upgraded for a Mach-E GT Performance Edition.
So let's go. I fully blame Kyle Connor from Out of Spec Studios for this. He's the one who introduced us to the Mach-E GT Performance Edition back at the EV Media Summit that we went to in December. We drove Lucifer. I indicated Lucifer as though this is Lucifer. This is no longer Lucifer. We will explain. But we drove our first edition, then we drove a GT, then we drove a GT Performance. Truly experienced what that was like. Patrick really wanted one. I kind of might have wanted one back then too. But I said, if you can make it work, then we'll do it. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah. So we're going to explain the whole process and sort of take you through like how we made the numbers work and how we went through the process of selling it. So literally, I think the EV Summit was December 4th and 5th. And then the next couple of days, like we got home, got back and did our normal day job. And I started pricing things out and I was like, oh gosh, this is expensive. But went ahead and put in an order around December 8th or 9th, right after the price increase. But it is what it is. And the price was going to be $72,000. And that still seemed like a lot of money, but we just went ahead and put in our reservation. I emailed my salesman that we use for the first edition and said, just confirming no dealer markup and $500 deposit is refundable. He's like, of course, absolutely. So I was like, might as well do it. We put it in and we'll just sort of wait and see.
And we figured it would be about 6-7 months, whatever. That's enough time to percolate. You're not making a rash decision. See if we could make it work. And here we are.
And here we are. Well, and then of course, we followed the process. We ordered the Mach-E GT Performance Edition in December. Didn't get a build date. I think it was in April. We got our build date that was for June. It was actually end of May, and then it kept getting pushed back and ended up being June 21st, I think, that it was built. Then it's on the way, and that's when I really started trying to make the numbers work. At that time, I started looking to see like what would be the resale value, like what could we trade it in. The dealer was sort of non-responsive. Well, they responded, but they just said, it's too early for us to give you a good quote on trading in your car. So I was a bit frustrated with that, but I understood because we were probably 4 to 7 weeks out from getting the car, but I could go online and start pricing out what we could trade our Mach-E First Edition. Now, I do have to put the caveat out there. Our first edition was in an accident. We have videos on that, not the whole thing, but I'll get to some of that. But it had like $11,000 of damage. We got rear-ended. So that was flagged every time I was trying to get a quote that your car's been in an accident, and some places wouldn't even give us a quote, but like Carvana and Driveway, they were all going between like 50 and 52,000. I think one popped up to 54,000. So I was like, ooh, that's sounding pretty good. And then CarMax said, we need to take a look at your car. So then that's what we did, is we decided, and this is after we knew the car was coming. Now we're like more serious. We knew it was in the Denver area and we were waiting for delivery. So we took a drive over the CarMax to get like a real quote for what we could trade Lucifer in.
So let's go back to just a couple days ago when we went to CarMax. Now,
hello on this very, very toasty summer day as we're enjoying the tinted roof on our way to
CarMax.
CarMax. So this is the first place that Patrick has found to get pricing from.
Yeah, I've tried some places online and gotten some numbers, but this is the first place we're going to actually take it into to see if we can get an appraisal for how much they will offer for a first edition Grabber Blue Mustang Mach-E.
That's been banged up a little bit.
The caveat that we have is that it was rear-ended right after we got it. So that's one of the reasons why we've had a little bit of trouble getting online prices, and they wanted to take a look at it. I think it's in great shape. You guys have seen it, or maybe you have. It's been in a lot of our videos, of course. So this is our first opportunity to get a like hands-on appraisal, because we've gotten some online, but it's always pending final appraisal. So this will be first foray into how much is Lucifer worth.
Yeah. So it's a little nerve-wracking, because if we don't get an okay offer, then we can't do this. So someone else will be taking our GT. It's not like we're trying to make money from this. We're trying to afford the GT. So what is the break number? Like, if they say lower than something, do we just leave and like, that's it, we're not doing the GT?
Yeah, so if we hadn't had the accident, I was looking at, like, if, normal times, I would estimate that we'd lose, 15% of the value in 1 year. But it's not normal times, it's 2022, things are crazy. So I'm sort of hoping that if you don't count the accident, we could basically sell it for 58. We bought it for 58, so that would be awesome. With the accident, we are estimating that it might be about a $6,000 difference, which seems a little bit crazy. And if that's the case, 52. That's not our make or break point, but it is getting close.
So 52, we'll know, and he's navigating right now to get there. It's don't know where you guys are, but for us, 3:30 in the afternoon is the start of traffic. So it's almost 4 now. Got some rush hour starting.
Yeah, and that guy was like tailgating, like I could barely see the roof of his hood.
Really?
And I'm
that
like,
sucks.
while I'm talking about getting rear-ended, I don't want to get rear-ended.
Yeah. This is like a hold your breath kind of time period of just like, can we pass this beautiful first edition along to someone, switch to our GTPE, or someone else will be driving it and we'll see it on the road and be like,
yeah, we'll do a Mach-E meetup next month, and either to be us in Lucifer and somebody in the GT Performance Edition, or we'll be in the GT Performance Edition, and hopefully Lucifer.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be cool if Lucifer could come? Yeah. Oh, I hope we know whoever takes Lucifer.
Put a tracking thing on it.
Or just know them and they're nice people and they want to hang out. And they call up Lucifer still. Wait, do we want to call up Lucifer? Somebody help us, because we don't know what to call the new car.
That's going to be in the other video when we introduce the new car. If we get it, we'll do a whole
Blue 2.
What should we call it? And we'll give. I'll come up with some options by then.
Yeah.
And of course, you can write things in.
Did you guys ever see? There was a boat or something that? Do you remember that? It was some.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Somewhere there was a boat, and the people who made the boat put it out for everyone to vote on what the boat's name was.
Oh, Bodie McBoatface.
Yeah, it was Bodie McBoatface. So, if I can find the article, I'll link it down below if we can. But should we call this Kari McCarface?
No.
Bluey McBlueface? No. Okay.
Nope.
We're gonna go to CarMax. We're leaving.
We got an offer. So it's good for 7 days. I think 250 miles. That's no issue, I hope. Hopefully our Mach-E GT comes this week. But it's for, I was saying, at least 52, 59.
We're getting a GT. Hopefully everything just stays good. And oh my gosh, very relieved, very happy, because it's been something we've been looking forward to for so long now. Okay, let's get in Lucifer. Oh, Lucifer.
It's sort of like we got a good offer. Run.
Yeah, I think we're both so relieved. It's not like we're trying to make money on this, but just to know that we can afford the GT. Well, I mean, that's a wonderful bonus, but the fact that we can afford the GT, I mean, we've been waiting for it since December, and it was just a pie in the sky, right? We didn't know if it was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, we kept saying, like, if we can make the numbers work, if we can make the numbers work, and we had so many things up in the air. Now 59, that's exactly what I was hoping, or about, so the next question is what does Freeway Ford offer us, because there are tax advantages in Colorado when you trade in your car. So the way that you calculate sales tax, of course, is like on the purchase price of the car, but there's an exemption in Colorado for you get to deduct however much your trade-in is. So the sales tax in Colorado varies by which county you buy it in and some things like that. So it could be like about a $4,000 difference. So if they offer us $55,000, it could be easy just to deal with Freeway Ford versus.
And can we say we got this from CarMax?
We can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. Hey, and now it is 5 o'clock. It is heavy rush hour, and Freeway Ford is not the best location during rush hour.
It's on the freeway.
It's just off the freeway. It's 104 degrees, so we're probably gonna go hide for a couple hours. We could go to Freeway Ford at 6. What time do they close?
No, usually like 9 or so, and I can go over in the morning.
Okay.
And our car isn't. I just checked. It's at the rail transfer yard here in Denver, waiting to be put on a truck and taken to the dealer. That could be done like overnight, like one day there. But some people have said it's been like 7 days, 12 days, like ridiculous amount of time. But we think it's going to be within the next couple of days it'll be there. But we still have time to figure all this stuff out.
Lord. And I'm so nervous, like people driving dodgy around us now. Like, can we just park the car and not touch it?
Yeah.
So we left CarMax, and if you couldn't tell, we were in shock and excitement. This meant we're getting the GT. Oh my goodness. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I wasn't sure. I've asked some friends that have used CarMax, and they say that should be no problem. Once we go to CarMax to sell it, it's only like a 30-minute deal. So then the other updates, I think it was Wednesday morning, I got the email from Ford that our car had arrived and I could begin to check out there or at Ford.com. So I was like, shoot, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I'd been texting the dealer a little bit, my salesman, and just saying, like, have you heard anything? Where's the car at? Apparently it was still at the rail yard. So anyways, did the online financing stuff, figured in what I would probably get from CarMax, and did the Ford options. And I'll go into detail with all of that once everything's done. But got approved for financing. Everything looks like it's good to go. I said no trade-in because I'm going to sell it through CarMax. And then my salesman's like, how much did CarMax offer you? So I figured at this point there's nothing to lose. So I sent him the offer that CarMax gave us with the actual scan of the document. And this morning I was like, so how's that going to all work out? And he just said, I think we got you covered. Don't worry about it. What time do you want to come in tomorrow? We had already talked about coming in on Friday to get the GT. So trying to remember all the details.
Well, also, initially he asked for a quote from the place that we're getting the GT. I'm forgetting names of places. That's Freeway Ford. So he asked for a quote from them, and theirs was way lower. Like, if that was the quote that we'd originally gotten, we would have been like, oh no, we're not getting a GT. So like, okay, we're not going with Freeway. We're definitely going with CarMax. But Patrick you got like 2 quotes from other places.
Yeah, and those were vague quotes, as well as like I sent a couple of photos and was like, what do you guys think? I know you need to do a full inspection. And both of those were 55. So, which is like, if Freeway Ford could get me 55, then with the tax savings, Freeway Ford will work out. I don't know what they're going to do. I was trying to get him to give me the number today, but I found out he was off. So he's like, I don't have the numbers in front of me.
Off like today.
Yeah, he was off today. although he was still responding, and he just asked me for some more details. But what was funny is this: just before we came out, he messaged and said, "Are we arranging your financing for tomorrow morning?" I was like, I already did that online. It's already, I got the approval from Ford and everything. I even got notification because I have the security turned on my my credit that there was a hard pull on my credit. So that's all done. As far as I know, it's just waiting for my signature. So trying to make it smooth as possible before we go in. Our appointment is at 10:15 tomorrow morning, and we have a noon conference call. So
And work.
and work.
So we're gonna take our lunch breaks early.
Yeah.
But so because we get the tax
Savings.
the tax savings by using Freeway, which is where we're getting the GT. You can also get some tax savings if you sell your Mach-E or your CarMax and then use that money to purchase another vehicle. So we did look for a vehicle for me because maybe there could be something because they do have some EVs. We checked out the lot, but they didn't have anything that I would want. They just had a couple Teslas, like 3, right?
No, there's only one Tesla.
3 in Colorado.
Oh yeah, we
All
did
their
look
EVs.
online.
Yeah. But like maybe we could do that, and I got really excited. But no car for me.
So yeah, and they were all like 50,000. We don't want to spend that much on a second car right now when we're getting this GT.
Yeah.
So right now it seems like we're still on track. I figured worst case scenario is if we go into Freeway and then they're going to, I don't know what you're talking about. We're going to give you like 45. Then we just go, can you hold on 1 second and
go to CarMax.
Go to CarMax, bring back a check, and then just complete the transaction that way. So we'll see. I just hope that everything goes smoothly tomorrow, and we can still get some of our work done as well.
Yeah. Hello. Patrick is coming to get me in Lucifer, and we are about to go to the dealership and see if this can happen, and we can trade Lucifer in and pick up soon to be named new GT Performance Edition. And I'm kind of emotional. Like, I don't know, Lucifer's been with us on this adventure. We wouldn't have been able to do this without Lucifer and without you guys. So you've been with us for this whole thing. I don't know. It's so silly. It's a car, but like I'm emotional. I don't know. So I'm waiting for Patrick and for our last little jaunt, our last little drive in Lucifer as we go over to the dealership. Oh, there's that sound. I know it's going to be the same with that blue nose. Oh.
Want to ride?
Yeah. Let's go. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Look at those wheels.
It's so trippy. It's like it's our car, but it's not.
It's not our car. I know. I thought it was Lucifer, and I was like, wait. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Patrick, it's right there. It feels real.
It's
so weird. It just drove up while we were sitting here. They just finished tinting the last window, apparently. While you're waiting, you can have some popcorn. But oh.
You're predictable.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
It feels
Some wider
real.
tires.
How weird is this?
Here's the keys. Do you want the keys just in case you want to start it or do anything, look at it?
Thank you.
I probably won't, but yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh my
it's 2
gosh.
keys now. Thank you.
2 keys. And look at the seats. Oh my goodness. This is weird. This is so weird. It's like Lucifer just went for a makeover. Weird. Okay, we're going to do a full inspection. Make sure everything's good. After I get a little floored, it says GT, not First Edition anymore. Out my heart. Oh. You know, I thought I was going to miss the blue schnoz a lot, but this is really aggressive and pretty looking. How's that tint?
Good.
Wow.
It looks like it matches fairly well.
That's so nice. I'm so glad we have that now. You've heard us talk about that on every road trip.
And we always check because
Those are really
those were loose on our First Edition.
That looks pretty solid. How does it feel?
It's solid. It feels solid.
And the other side?
Other side. And then
No windshield tint.
making sure the roof line is nice and
What is that?
even. That was just the writing on it.
Okay.
But it's like roof line looks nice and even.
The black mirror caps are so weird. Checking, God, I feel like a hawk or something, like checking everything. Yes, I just licked my finger. Some people have seen over time cracks along the sides of the button, top and the bottom. So you look there.
Yeah, and I think we want to get some PPF on these because they can
Yes.
scratch very easy. Anything piano black, unfortunately.
Ugh, so scratchy. Let's look at the rear. It's so weird. This is an unbooped rear.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll check the gaps on both sides.
Oh yeah, how the gaps on the roof. Looks even.
Everything looks really even.
I'm running my finger to
And it's
feel the same distance.
Mostly like this edge here.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure it's not sticking up too much. The gap is consistent all the way across.
Yeah.
Looks good.
And no panel gaps. Even.
Your
Yeah.
even panel gaps,
Yeah.
like the hood. It's the same on this side.
Less than a finger.
Same.
Less than a finger. Very consistent. Nice.
We're at same. I don't know. Looks really.
It looks gorgeous. Like Lucifer. We are saying goodbye to Lucifer. We're just gonna empty it out. We're saying this is so strange. So strange. Goodbye, blue mirrors. We're saying goodbye to Lucifer. Grab the handicap placard, everything else that's in here.
Fuzzy thing under the seat.
There's a fuzzy thing. There you are. Hi, fuzzy thing. Oh my goodness. Final moments. Bye, buddy. Go to a good home. We've had a great time. We PPF'd this. Oh. All our hard PPF work is going to someone else.
And we had so much fun.
We had
And
so much fun.
like I was saying, it was like our get out of pandemic card.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the free open road.
but we're going to replace it with something identical but faster.
Yeah. Did you check the trunk?
Yeah, I already did. I did that the other day.
Okay. Is this it? I want to look at the back seat to make totally sure.
Okay.
You checked under the seats?
There's no under that, but I did under this. I'll check mine again.
So hard. Bye.
Yeah, we're good. There's nothing underneath.
Okay. Okay.
All good.
Oh my gosh.
It looks naked back there.
It does. No plates. Ready for a new home. A new stable. Bye, Lucifer. Oh.
Hopefully we'll see who gets it.
Oh
and
my
they
gosh,
contact
that'd be
us.
so amazing. How will we know?
We won't.
It'll have this sweet PPF job. Can't even tell, can you? Oh, right there. Uh-oh. Nothing? I mean. All right. On to Lucifer Tucifer, maybe?
I'll just put these back here for now.
So weird.
It feels identical. I mean, it's like seat looks a little different, but
It's so strange. There's no pony on the back.
should we have went with orange?
No.
Okay.
You?
I like the orange, but it's like that's our color.
Yeah. Also, you look terrible in orange.
Fine.
No, seriously, come here. Come here. Okay, if we're gonna wear shirts, I'm all dark, but if we're gonna wear shirts,
Gonna
right?
get in the sun.
Patrick is gonna be wearing this.
No.
No. Okay.
You win.
Hello! First, jumping in
You just buckled your seat on this brand new Mach-E.
Oh, he's definitely did. I just
This
got to get
is
some
so
AC
tricky.
on.
It's very warm. It's very warm.
It's 107 according to the car. It's supposed to be 97.
Global warming. Let's all drive EVs. Yay!
Yeah, let's get that to like 68. Gauge. Middle. There we go. Oh God, the suspension is so good.
I am very comfortable.
I gotta adjust my seat some more, but
This is Evans, the bumpiest road ever.
there we
Look
go.
at that seat. That looks so cool. Oh, oh my God. You're a nutso. I cannot believe you spun the tires. How does that feel?
That was good.
And just like that, it happened. We were able to come home with our GT Performance Edition, officially Blucifer, Tucifer. We'll keep saying that. I think that's it.
I
right?
think that's the way we're going. We said we're
Yeah.
going to like take your input. If you guys come up with a better name, you
Oh
can
my
override us.
gosh, please, if you come up with a better name, we will definitely consider it. But this has been a really interesting experience. Selling one Mach-E, buying another. Obviously, the market is really weird, but I think that the most important thing that we learned was to get offers, get multiple offers, because the fact that we had that $59,000 offer meant that we had some bargaining power with other people.
Yeah.
And like definitely the moment that our dealers saw the offer that we had, you know that he was trying to make it match for us.
Yeah, and another piece of advice, and I'll get to this later and why, but if you have time and you have, confidence, you can even try selling it private market, and I think you can do better than selling it to the dealer and still come out way ahead. But we'll get to the numbers and why that's the case. For us, we were worried, and we sort of talked about a nightmare scenario of like if we sold Blucifer first and then we get to the dealer and all of a sudden they try some shenanigans or your
MSRP
financing fell through or
is-
something like that.
Yeah.
Like because we make videos, we would be in deep trouble. Or if we didn't sell Blucifer and went and bought the GT Performance Edition, and then it's like, oh, now we're stuck with Blucifer and we can't get what we need out of it. So we're like, we really wanted to make the transaction seamless and didn't want to do private party selling. So, but that might be a good option for you. Should we dive into the numbers?
First thing though,
Oh yeah.
I am so excited about this. It's a really small thing. And it was Patrick's suggestion to have the dealer tint the front windows. First thing, before we even picked up our GT, this in our first edition, it was such a buggy issue.
And we could have done it way cheaper doing it, I won't say ourselves, but getting somebody local to do it. But I didn't feel like dealing with trying to find out the reviews of people, and everybody wants you to call for quotes and all of that.
And we just wanted the car.
We just wanted the
to
car,
have it.
and
Yeah.
it was a relatively cheap add-on. It wasn't like a $5,000. It was a couple $100 or a few $100 for that, and some seat protection, just so that we
We'll
can
show you.
get started on videos. But
Yeah.
I like
Now
it. And now let's dive into the numbers if I can remember them all.
And dive into the car.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm going to give you all the numbers. If I make any mistakes, I'll note that down in the description, and maybe I'll put up a spreadsheet or a web page with all of this stuff. But I'm going to go over the numbers of how this worked out for us. So previously, our car payment was like $760 a month. I wanted to stay within a couple hundred of that, and I knew it was probably going to go up. But anyways, that's what I was looking at. And optimally, without putting any money down, in addition to what we're doing here today, or when we bought the car. So our payoff on Blucifer was $43,000, and I'm going to round all these numbers. The dealer ended up offering us $55,000 for Blucifer. So basically, $12,000 in equity that we could roll over into buying the GT Performance Edition. Now, you might think, like, why didn't we just go to CarMax because that's $4,000 more? Well, here in Colorado, we have this sort of, silly, crazy, exception to our sales tax when we buy a new car. So if you buy a car that's $20,000 and you trade in a car that's $15,000, all you owe are the taxes on that $5,000, not the taxes on the $20,000. So our taxes are relatively high depending on which county you're in. And the sales tax advantage for us selling to the dealer instead of selling to CarMax was just over $4,000. So basically by selling to the dealer at $5,000 or $55,000 with the $4,000, I think it was $400 tax advantage, that meant it was basically worth to us $59,400. What we would need to have from CarMax to match that. So just made it easier to deal with our dealer. Sort of like I would have liked to have had that 59,000, but in any case. So in my mind, because we got a $6,000 settlement from the insurance company when Lucifer had the accident for diminished value, in my mind, that $6,000 basically like added that to the 55,000. So really, we sold Lucifer for 61,000, or including the diminished value. And you may not know it, but we basically paid $58,000 for Lucifer. So you can either look at it as we had a $3,000 loss, or that we sold it for $3,000 more, depending on how you look at it. I like looking at it as that. But in any case, they rolled that $12,000 that we had in equity over into the GT Performance Edition. It had a sticker price of $72,000. And because we have X-Plan via the Mustang Club of America, we were able to get it for $71,000. And then because we use Ford options, we also got a $500 incentive for using Ford options. So basically it's like $70,500. In the end, our payment is about $850, I think it is. I'll have to look. So it did go up, but not a huge amount, but that made it doable. And that's with no money out of our pocket for a down payment. It's literally just using the equity from Lucifer. So that's how we sort of justify it. So basically an extra $100 a month. We went from Lucifer to Lucifer to Lucifer, and we are super happy about that. And very cool that we once again got a car brand new that's in very high demand for under MSRP. Last time, I think we got a $1,500 incentive for using options, but things were different, and we got a lower interest rate. I think it was 2.5%. This time it was 3.9%, but interest rates are just going up. Nothing we can do about that. But I'm pretty happy with the deal and glad that we could make this work.
I'm also happy, and I didn't realistically think it was something that we could do because the price difference is so much. But with the used car market, the fact that we could roll over the equity from Lucifer made it all possible. It's still a ton of money, but $100 more a month is, I can bear that versus some of the other options.
And at first, when I played around with the online checkout, I was looking at, in my mind, taking that $6,000 that we got for diminished value and rolling that into the new car payment. And then it would have actually lowered our payment, I believe, if I remember correctly. Our payment would have actually went down. But it just sort of felt nice to keep that money in our bank account because we have some big moves coming up. So it's like we have the cash. It's there. And if I want to, I can pay down the loan if I wanted to. But anyways, I think it all came out pretty well. A lot of this is due to the crazy, crazy used car market. As I was saying before, if you can sell to private party, that might be the way to go. We just found out, we sold the Lucifer yesterday, and just a little while ago, I went and checked Freeway Ford to see if they had it listed, and they have it listed. We sold it to them for $55,000. They have it listed on their website for $65,000. Which is crazy,
It's crazy, but it's sad. It was hard to see Blucifer there, like, oh no. But
Yeah.
I hope that someone has the cash and will love Blucifer and have a great time with it. And
Yeah, and it's also it's even more crazy to me because here in Colorado we also get a $2,500 tax credit. So all told, we got a $10,000 tax credit for buying Blucifer. So we paid 58 when we filed our taxes. We ended up getting 10,000 back. So again, depending on the way you look at it, you could say it was like for 48,000. So that 48,000 is now being sold for 65,000. Which, of course, another reason why we were able to do this GT PE is that we're going to get another $10,000 tax credit. It's one of the things, like I almost feel bad that we're double dipping and getting a tax credit again. But we're not doing anything illegal. That's what it's there for. And somebody's going to get another EV. They're getting the used EV. So I don't really have a problem with it, but it does feel like, wow, we're like, if everybody knew about this, they may be doing the same thing.
And like on that note, tell everyone about it. Do this if you can. I know it is a luxury to be able to buy a vehicle like this. I totally feel bad about it. And then I'm like, rich people do this stuff all the time. They skip taxes, whatever. But it still feels bad. It does feel bad. And by that same token, I'm very excited. Now, if you are stressed about MSRP or anything like that, if you have the ability to be patient, order your car. Even, like we did, we weren't sure if the finances would work out, but we could get our $500 back. If you need some time to figure it out, just order it, and then be patient, because then from our experience, you will be paying MSRP or less. Don't be that person who goes to buy our car off the lot for $10,000 more.
Without a tax credit. And of course, right now you can't order a Mach-E. The order books are closed. Supposedly they're opening them up soon, maybe by the time you see this video. But it's going to be August 15th from what I've heard. But a lot of this advice applies to any EV. Mm-hmm. If you're interested and you can, go ahead and put your deposit down. Some of them are as low as $100. Some of them are $500.
I have 4 deposits down on things. 3.
Yeah, and for us, that's mostly to give us some options. So if we want to make videos, but
and for my car.
That way, it gives you the option of being patient and having something come in. You can occasionally find stuff like I've seen people buy Mach-E Select off of a dealer website. They may have had to call like 50 dealers to find one and find a dealer willing to work with them. But there are ways. But the best thing is like if you can order and be patient, and it can work out. And hopefully your finances are even in a better shape once the car does come in. So like I said, we were unsure. And of course, like when we ordered in December, I still hadn't done my taxes yet, obviously. So I still had my doubts. I have a great tax credit, EV tax credit video. I think it's great.
It's awesome.
So everything in there, that I said, I did that before I got my taxes back. I did it, as I was filing my taxes, but it worked out. Like I literally got an additional $7,500 refund from the federal government. I got an additional $2,500 from the state of Colorado. Check your state. Some states don't do anything for EVs. Some do about that. Colorado is actually pretty good at $2,500.
Did want to show you the one thing that we did add on was the window tint, which was about $300 at our dealer. And also we had a protection package added to the interior.
And they actually did exterior, which I didn't. That's the one that bugged me. I was like, I didn't actually want the exterior. Yeah, it says exterior.
But it also says multiple years, but we got it for 5 years.
Yeah, 5-year warranty on it. So
which is nice. The thing I'm excited about is that it warranties the interior, the leather or vegan leather.
It's all vegan.
Vegan leather. So it warranties the materials inside. As someone with very colorful hair and spiky things on my bags and stuff like that, I'm concerned about the safety of interiors of things.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. But anyways, minor detail. But I'm really happy with the side window tint and that we don't have to go and figure it out. And for me, it was sort of like, we got to go and, well, I think there's some mobile plate. I don't know. Anyways,
doesn't matter. The stuff is hard enough. Glad that it's done.
So yeah, I think I have all the numbers correct. Check the description. I'll either put up a web page and a link to that, or I'll just put it down in the description. So that if you want to see the numbers and how it sort of worked out really well for us, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a more expensive car. Like I said, $58,000. This one is $71,000. So that's actually a big jump in price. But I think we made it out pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah, and if you have gone through your own buying experience with your Mach-E or with another vehicle or electric vehicle, we'd love to hear about that. Share it down below if it's a positive or negative experience. It's beneficial for everyone to know that. That's why we want to share how we got below MSRP.
Yeah, so and I do want to give the advice, because a lot of people have these misconceptions about dealers doing huge markups. I've surveyed Mach-E owners, haven't talked to many F-150 Lightning owners. The people usually getting markups are ones that are just buying straight off the lot a canceled order. Every single person that I've talked to that ordered, waited for it to come in, paid MSRP or less. X-Plan is a great way of getting that discount. It used to be for stockholders, partners, or Mustang Club members, and there's some other clubs as well. I'll put a link to some of the ways that you can get that discount. They stopped it for stockholders, which seems weird, but they've stopped it for stockholders. But there are other ways to get X-Plan that will get you a slight savings, like us, for about $1,000. But it's $1,000 savings, and then you can brag, I paid under MSRP for my very high in-demand EV.
Which we did. Yay!
Yay.
On that note, thank you so much for joining us for this video where we took you through this entire process. Trust that we will have a ton more videos on this GT Performance Edition, on the whole process of doing this, on setting up the vehicle, whole bunch of stuff. If there's anything that you are interested in seeing, road trips, can you tell what he wants to do? And if there's anything you want to see, road trips,
yes,
put that down below. Be sure to let us know how you feel. If you like this video, give it a like. If you really liked it, you can become a patron. And a big, big thank you to our patrons scrolling across the screen right now, our unbridled patrons, our engaged patrons, and of course our whisper patrons too.
yes, always.
I still said engaged. It's engage.
Yeah,
It's engaged.
as
So
we're
it's
going over the
engaged.
setup, and we noticed that it says engage, not engaged. I've been saying engaged for the past year.
It's like the Berenstein Bears. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Look it up.
Whatever.
Long video.
Anyways, thank you so much for joining us for this. And just remember that whatever you drive, even if you paid over MSRP, enjoy the ride. Bye.
Bye. Hi, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Liv.
And today we're going to talk about selling our old
First
Mach-E.
Mach-E vlog?
What?
I was going to say this is the Mach-E vlog. Okay.
No, it wasn't.
You weren't? Oh, you weren't? Okay.
Hi, I'm Patrick.
I'm laughing. Okay. I'm laughing still. I'm sorry. Good.
Hi, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Liv.
And this is the Mach-E vlog.
Are we recording?
I'm going to make sure.
Oh. Oh, uh-oh.
Okay, we'll stop.